next 50.
What is
your opinion about your team when there is several players that are absent?
No, absent. Yeah, it can happen. What the coach already said. For example, Ileano, who just became father. Yeah, it's normal. This is normal in football. It's not always the same team in Timnas, and that's okay. I think the guidelines in Timnas and what we want to do and what kind of team we want to be, what we represent is always the same. So if it's another player that plays somewhere else, it doesn't matter. We all know what to do and we all know what we are fighting for. So in this way, I think yeah, it's good like this. And what I said before, it's not always the same players, and that's alright as well. Sometimes other players get the chance to play, and then I think that's good also.
Alright, everyone is ended up. Thank you so much for your session. We'll see you in Jakarta. Thank you, coach. Thank you, captain.
See you. Let's go.
Head coach. And yeah, let's begin for our first questions. Just raise your hand. Alright, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our shots.
Good afternoon, everybody. Eleno has been replaced. He recently been father for the second child, so I'm very happy for him. And Sandy Walsh is not 100% fit for the two games that are coming. So now the players, well, everybody has now the brothers Sayuri came in the group, and a few others, of course, as you may know.
Okay, for other questions, okay, this one, Sam, sorry.
Hi Patrick. Last time Indonesia played against China, Indonesia had a lot more possession than China, but still fell into the trap. How did you prepare your team to make sure this won't happen this time?
Yes, we discussed a lot regarding China, of course. We analyzed China very good. Unfortunately, that we didn't have the result that we wanted. I was not there, unfortunately, but now it's a new game at home. We have the confidence. We structured the team very good. We studied it very good, so I'm confident that we can have a very good result against China.
Nice. And Jay, this time a different goalkeeper will be behind you. What do you think the differences are between Emil and Martin, and how did you prepare for this game?
To be honest, I know Emil a little bit now because he plays in Italy, and we had a lot of contact also before he did the neutralization. And so far I've only played with Martin, so I cannot really say what the real big difference is, but we are very fortunate to have multiple goalkeepers, not only them, but also we have other goalkeepers who are really good, so we're really fortunate to have a lot of choices, so it will be a difficult choice for the coach when everybody is here.
Thank you.
Alright guys, I think for another person, the new one. Yeah.
Thank you to Coach Patrick. I want to ask, you're departing for Jakarta today. How was the training camp in Bali, and what are the positive takeaways from it?
Well, first of all, I'm very happy that we could have trained, because the last campaign we didn't have time to train, and the training camp went very good. We trained various important situations what we're going to face also in the game. So very happy with the effort that the people, the players did, and the execution of what we wanted to achieve. I think the players did it also very well, so I hope to see back in the game, of course. And we have still a few games, a few days to prepare to the game.
The next question is for Jay. There are several new players are joining the team, like Beckham and Bali have joined the squad. And what's your opinion on them?
What's my opinion about them?
Yeah.
About all the new players?
Yeah.
Well, I've trained with them now a couple of days, and yeah, I think the quality is really high. Even it doesn't matter if the players play in Europe or they play in Indonesia. You can see the level is really high, the intensity is really good, and what the coach said, we trained in a really good way this week, and it helped that we were together for a longer period of time so we can work on the details. But yeah, all the players, what I said, they're good. They're bringing the intensity. They're bringing the fire. You can see the fire inside them when we train. So I think that's really good.
All right, Sinap, I think another questions from another person. Okay, that's one, the black one.
Coach, the next training is will be held in Jakarta. What is the main focus of your next training?
To do exactly what we did here. Only as a few days less to train, but as I told you that I'm very happy that I already seen the things that we want to see, but we need to specificate the things. We're going to train also even more set pieces, and that's it. Then we are ready to face China.
All right, everybody. Anybody else? Another questions? Okay.
Can I add one? What is your hope for the supporters?
The hope for the supporters to have a good game. Of course, first of all, the result needs to be positive, and if we can play the game that we want to play, then I think the fans can be very satisfied. So the first of all is the result, and then the style of play is second.
We still have 8 minutes left.
Coach,
Yes, please.
no more new players, coach. And in this big play.
We have enough players, so
Yeah.
no new players.
No new players.
No new players, because I only can have 22 players on the list. So actually a few players need to fall off, and that's always a difficult thing for a coach to do. But I have to make choices, and what in my eyes is the best team, I pick.
About Kevin Dix, he just arrived in Jakarta. So you as a contact him, what is condition maybe?
Well, the last game he played 45 minutes, and I have daily contact with him. He just landed in Jakarta today. We're going to analyze how fit he is for the game. But again, we have a lot of players who are in form. That has to be like this. The players have to make me a very difficult job. That makes the team stronger, and that's what they do. Everybody wants to play, and that's positive.
Okay. All right.
So about two games against China and Japan, how many points you won?
I think it's clear what we want, but we're gonna have to see what, in the end, how many points we get.
Okay. Before we wrap up the session, we still have 5 minutes left. Is there anything you want to ask? All right, Sam, you again.
Yes. All right, Patrick, a couple of weeks ago I was in Oxford and I had a chat with Marcelino and Ole, and I asked him what kind of manager is Patrick. And Ole said he was, of course, as a striker, very satisfied with you as a striker, as a manager, because you understand what he needs. And Marcelino said, I thought it was interesting that as a manager you're sort of like a father figure. So I wanted to ask you, how would you describe yourself, your style as a manager?
Well, that's good news. For me, the most important thing is that I speak out of experience. I know what's going on in their minds, and I try to help them not only in the game but also outside the game, because we want to have the best out of every player. And I've been in that situation, so I know what players need, and I try to give them. And I think that's the most important thing. And where the players need help, I'm the coach there for them to help them.
Patrick,
Okay.
do you have any specific players in China who will be anticipated because the first match in the side was 1-2?
You know, it's difficult. It's been a long time that they play, of course, and of course I don't know the players by name all, but I know globally how they play. And you don't know if they play in the first 11 or on the bench, but globally in big lines I know how they play. But I think the most important thing is that how we are playing. They need to look at us, because we are playing at home. We have to play dominant game, and they have to, be careful of us. And we, of course, don't need to underestimate our opponent. But I think that China needs to be aware what we bring to the table. extra telephone, so watch out what you say.
For now, I still have contract with Venezia, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Easy answer.
That's a very, very correct answer, Jay.
Let's stick with the game against China and Japan, please.
For Coach Patrick, after you come back to Jakarta, what are your plans before the match?
Well, as I said, we're going to continue the way we work, to specificate the things that we want to see on the pitch, and look at the pain points of China where we can take advantage of the play of China.
Well, guys, before we continue the session, please, there's no media to broadcast it lively. We not allow any media to broadcast it lively. So please turn off your cameras if there's any one of you to broadcast it live. Alright, let's continue for other questions. We still have 4 minutes left.
No questions.
Alright, guys.
Easy for us.
So we can wrap up here.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I want to thank everybody.
We still have one more questions. Anything you want?